Hello everyone, am I audible? Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, fine. Let's get started. So have you all tried the commands that we learned in the last class?
Yes.
Yeah, all okay. Okay, so let's get started. Fine. Let me launch one instance or have instance.
മാം ഞാൻ ഇന്നലെ അറിയാണ്ട് വേറൊരു ഇൻസ്റ്റൻസും കൂടി ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അത് ടെർമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ അല്ലാണ്ട് ഡിലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഓപ്ഷൻ ഇല്ലേ ഇതില്?
ടെർമിനേറ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഡിലീറ്റും സെയിം ആണ്. ടെർമിനേറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു യൂസേജ് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. എന്താ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത് എന്താ?
കാരണം എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ അതാ ഈ ലിസ്റ്റിൽ അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ കിടക്കണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അത് അതിന്ന് പോകണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല.
അത് അതിന്റെ സ്റ്റേറ്റസ് എന്താ? ടെർമിനേറ്റഡ് എന്നാണോ?
ടെർമിനേറ്റഡ് എന്ന് കാണിക്കണ്ടായി.
അത് കുഴപ്പമില്ല. അത് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാല് കുറച്ച് സമയം എടുക്കും. അത് നമ്മള് ഡാഷ്ബോർഡിൽ നിന്ന് അത് റിമൂവ് ആയി പോവാന് കുറച്ച് സമയം എടുക്കും. അല്ലാതെ ആ ടെർമിനേറ്റഡ് എന്നുള്ള സ്റ്റേറ്റസ് ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദറ്റ് മീൻസ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ടെർമിനേറ്റഡ്. പ്രശ്നമില്ല. ഓക്കെ Okay, fine. So I think we will I'll select this instance. I stopped it actually yesterday, so I'll start mine and we'll connect. Gauri, have you gone through the recordings of the last class? Last class in the sense of Friday?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you got to know that command prompt and all, yeah?
Yes.
No doubts here?
No.
Okay, great. Okay, so we will, we stopped where? In Nano, right? Okay. Okay, so why we use Nano? What is it used for, Nano?
Nano is an editor, text editor.
It's in a text editor, right? Okay. So what is the difference between cat and Nano then? Why do we use why do we use Nano over cat command? What do you think?
Cat can't be edited.
Cat cannot be used for editing a existing content. Then why do we use cat then? What's the purpose of cat?
Cat, we can concatenate. We can display the file.
Yes.
File content.
Display the file content. Okay. We can concatenate the content. Then
we can add additional lines. We can add, append. Or,
that is concatenate. So can we use cat command to create a file?
No.
No? Can we use?
We can use.
Yeah, we can.
Yes,
we created yesterday, right? Okay.
Yes,
yeah, we create. So what did we do in the last session was we used cat command to create a new file. And in that file, we added some content. That's what we did actually. Okay. So if you want, I can just show you once again. So let's say I want to create a file known as AWS. Okay. Is there any file known as AWS in my current directory?
No.
No, right? So let me use cat command, okay? So I'll say cat greater than AWS enter. Okay. And let's say if I don't want to put any content, okay, let's go for Control plus D. It's not mandatory that you should put some content, okay? It's not mandatory. Okay. So if you just, if you just do ls, is it AWS got created? Yes or no? A file known as AWS is got created?
Yes, created.
Yes.
Okay. So we are using cat command to create a file also. And along with that, you can insert content. You can add new lines with the existing lines, which is nothing but concatenation. And you can also use the cat command for what? Displaying the content. Okay, so if you try and see the content inside of AWS, there is nothing. But in case if you want to put something inside AWS, you perform cat greater than AWS and let's say hello AWS or something of that sort, and you press enter and Control plus D, then cat AWS. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Okay, great. So what's the command to use that we are using for creating an empty file? Touch command. Now, let's say if I want to remove every files in my directory, what do I do?
RM star.
Space star.
Exactly. Okay, let's again. Okay, nano command we saw. So in yesterday's session, we used a nano command to actually put some content, not put some content, like editing an existing content, correct? Okay. So can we use nano command to create a new file? Yes, absolutely. Okay. So let's say currently I have a file known as Apple, AWS, Onion, and Orange. Okay. Let's say I want to create a new file by using nano. So let me create a file known as Azure. Okay. So nano space file name. Okay. Enter. And I'm going to say something like welcome to Azure or something like that. So Control plus X. So they'll ask save modified buffer. Yes. File name to write is Azure. Yes. So that's why I'm going to go for enter. And can you see Azure is got created or no? What do you think? Is it got created?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Now I will show you what is the content inside, which is you can just perform cat Azure. I can able to see the content is welcome to Azure. So not only editing up existing content of a file, you can also use nano to create a new file with the content. If you don't want to put some content, okay, don't put, just exit the just give Control plus X and just save it. That's it. Okay, so just like this, nano GCP. I want to create a file known as, let's say, Google. Enter. Do I want to put some content? I don't want to put some content. What do I do? Control plus X. Okay, sorry. Let me write some. Nano Google. Write out. Okay, so it is, what do you call it as, not Control plus X, Control plus O in order to write out, okay? Now Control plus X, can able to see Google is got created. Okay, so if I want to really create a file, then what am I doing? I am performing Control plus O so that I can save the file. Then I will quit the file. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so that it got created. But is there any content inside this? No, right? But I can still create a file, no, by using nano, no problem. So it's not mandatory to put a content. Okay, if you want, you can put some content. Else you can just, sometimes we do that, right? We will open a notepad. Okay, or we will open a Word document, but we'll not write anything, but we'll save it. Correct? Okay, and sometimes this also happens, like maybe you are not decided the name of the file yet, but you want to put some content first. So is that possible by using nano? Yeah. So let's say you're not decided your file name, okay? So what you can do now, if you want to create an empty like default file, because if you open a notepad, like a new notepad, what is the name of that particular notepad? It will be untitled. Have you noticed that? it will be untitled. So until or unless you save it, it will be in a untitled name. Same like that. You can use nano and just type nano and enter so that they will open a file for you, an empty new, file for you. Now, if you want to write something, hello, or let's say Bangalore, something like that. Now you do what? Control X. Save modified buffer? Yes. What is the file name to write? Do you want to write the file name right now? Yes, right? We want to. Let's say BLR. Okay, I want to write the file name as BLR. Enter. What happened? A file is known as BLR has got created. But did we mention BLR at the first when we perform nano? No, right? We mentioned after we put some content and after we created that file and we named it later at the last stage. Understood? Yeah. So you can use nano to create a file. You can use nano to edit an existing file content. You can use nano to create a file with the content. You can use nano to create an empty file and then put some content inside of it and just, name it later. Just like your notepad, how exactly the notepad is working. What is notepad? It's a text editor, right? Same. Okay, but what do you do here? If you want to create a new file in your notepad, you just go to Windows and double click on it, correct? But here that's not possible. You have to perform commands. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, fine. Shall I clear the screen? Have you written it down? If anybody is writing, just tell me yes once done. I'll clear it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, done. Okay, now the next thing is VI. Okay, VI command. It is actually used. So Nano is a text editor, right? VI is what? The program editor. Okay, so let's say you have a Python code or a C language or C++. Let's say you have a Python, any kind of like a code structure. Okay, so at that time it is better to always use VI command. Okay, because it has like, it's not like a text editor, because in text editor, even if you do the backspacing or even if the indentation is not correct, it is fine, right? But program editor or programs is not like that. Even one single space is going to be like a very, very minute, thing, but it is a major mistake, correct? So VI editor is going to give you, it's like operates a little differently. Let me show you that. So can you use VI command to create a file? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a file. Let's say what? Anything. Let's say March. Oh, it's not coming. Okay, March. I want to create a file known as March by using VI. So what I perform? I perform VI space and the file name. Enter. Okay. Now, if you see, you can able to see at the bottom left corner, you can see the name of it, March, and there is something like a negation symbol and everything. Okay, so when you open a file, like when you use VI command to put some content inside of a particular file, by default it will be locked. The sense you cannot put any content to this particular file until or unless you are in an insert mode. Okay, you should be in an insert mode. It's like when you open a Word file and all, there is an option known as enable editing, right? If you did not enable that particular button, if you just not click that particular button, what will happen is the file will be in a readable format, not in a writable format, right? You might have seen that. Same situation here also. So when you open this file, when you want to create a file known as March and you want to put some content inside of it, at that time, by default, it is in a readable format. How will you make it in a writable format? You have to put it into insert mode. Okay, so insert mode, what's the first letter of insert mode? I, right? Okay, so what you have to do is in your keyboard, I want you to press the I button, I key. Okay, so as soon as I press I, can you see in the top left corner, it is changed to insert. So what exactly it is actually indicating you? Now you can write. Have you got it? You have to put it into insert mode if you want to write some content inside of it, or if you want to make some changes. Okay, by default, it is in a readable format. Okay, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Now you are in insert mode. Now you can enter whatever you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and, write something. Okay, let's say like, welcome to VI command something. Okay, something. Now you wrote something. Okay, you wrote something. Now what is the next step you want to do is you want to save this file. That's what you want to do. Okay, with this content, you want to save this. So what are you right now? You are in insert mode right now. This particular file is in insert mode right now, meaning that writable format. Okay. So if you want to save this file with this content, you know what the first thing that you have to do right after you insert something? You have to exit from the insert mode. Okay, how do you exit from the insert mode? Okay, there is an escape button on your keyboard, correct? Escape button. Yeah, I want you to press that. Okay, so I'm pressing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, what happened? In the bottom left corner, can you see the insert over here? No. Why? Because now this particular file is again went back to readable format from the right. Okay, now you can save it. How do you save it? It's a little bit different actually. In order to save this file and in order to exit from this file, you need to perform this actually. Colon WQ, everybody. Colon, full colon, okay, not semicolon. So if you perform shift and colon, I hope you know that, you can get full colon. It's like a 2 dots. And WQ. So what does W means? W means write. Okay. What about write means like in Notepad and all we have save and exit, right? Save and exit. Same like that here. Write and quit. That's what it is short for. Okay. So colon WQ. Enter. So what happened? A file known as marches got created and the content you can see. Welcome to VI command. Okay, I'll show you one more time. Okay, VI. Let's create another file. Let's say April. Okay. And what are we right now? Are we in the insert mode? Are we in the readable format or writable format?
Read format.
Read format. How will you go to write format?
I button.
I. Okay, so now you are in insert mode. Now you can write, let's say, okay, happy issue. Okay, now what I have to do if I want to save it? What is the first step?
Escape
Colon.
Exit
Escape.
from the insert mode. How can I exit from the insert mode?
Escape button.
Escape button, see? Okay. Now after escaping, I want to save this and I want to exit from this file. What do I do?
Colon W.
Colon WQ. Enter, okay? Colon WQ, then you have to press enter. Okay, so what happened? There is file known as April got created. And if you check the content inside of April, you can see happy Vishu. Got it? Everybody?
Yes. Yes. So,
Okay.
Nura, Somjit here. So here you are not using the factorial symbol after WQ or Q, right? You're just using WQ, right?
WQ.
Not-
So
Okay.
yeah, you meant to say what the exclamatory you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, that is for not saving, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I will show you that.
Okay.
Because this is I have put some content. I want to save it. Okay, and I want to exit from the file. That's why I'm using WQ. So because in Notepad, you people notice that, right? There are two options. Either what? Save and exit. Okay, else what is that? Don't save, right? Don't save. That's at the two options that you get, right? Okay, same like that. Here also we have that. Let me show you. Okay, so first of all, now you know that you can use vi command to create a file. And now you know that you can use vi command to insert some content also, right? Okay. Now, can you edit the existing content by using vi command? Sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit something, okay? What we will edit? Do something in orange. Okay, so I have some content inside of orange file, okay? I think orange file is created by cat command if I'm not wrong. Okay, so that doesn't matter whether your file is got created by touch command or cat command or nano, doesn't matter. Okay, so you can still edit by using any other command. That's not a problem. So vi orange, okay, I want to edit this. Okay, or I want to add some new line or something I want to do with this file. Okay, so this is what I'll see. So will I be able to insert something right now? Is it an editable format?
No.
No, right? I have to put it to insert mode by pressing I. Okay, so instead of welcome to BSoft, I want to change it to like Bealer. Okay, let's say Bealer. And if I want, I can add some file also, right? Let's say Asia. Okay, so adding some content. Now escape :WQ. So what am I doing? I'm saving and quitting. So content, is it got changed? Is it got changed, everybody?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, fine. So by using vi command, what did we do? We edited the existing file content as well. Okay, fine. Okay, now I'll show you the save and without saving. Okay, so that's also very simple. What you have to do is okay, we'll edit the April file. Okay, April. Put it into insert mode. So along with the happy wish you, I want to say Easter. Okay, happy wish you and Easter. So what is the content I have added extra? Sorry. The content that I have added extra is and Easter, right? Okay. Escape, : Okay, so this time I'm not using WQ. Okay, WQ. What I'm using is Q exclamatory. What exactly Q exclamatory is going to do? It's going to quit your file. Okay, but quitting in the sense exit. Exit your file, but it is not going to save your content also, which means the modified content. Q exclamatory, okay? Enter. Now, if you check inside April, what will be the content you will see? Can you see happy Vishu and Easter, or is it will be happy Vishu? What do you think? If you didn't save the modified content, then what will be the content of April?
Same
Happy
previous
Vishu.
content.
What is it?
Only happy Vishu.
Only happy Vishu, right?
Yes.
Because the latest content is not saved.
It is
But
not
if in
saved.
case, yeah. So if in case you want to save the latest content, then you have to use WQ. But this time I have used Q exclamatory because I didn't want to save any new changes that I've made. Okay, right? Okay, so in Nano, you people have seen that when I am pressing Ctrl+X, they're asking, do you want to save modified buffer? So if you say yes, what will happen? There will be changes reflected. But if you say no, what will happen? The changes will be made, will not be saved, right? Same. Okay, the Q exclamatory is clear for you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so how many commands we learned about file creation?
Four.
How many commands?
Four.
Like, I'm not asking, then, sorry, what are the commands? Sorry.
Touch
Okay, touch is used
Cat.
for what?
to
Creating file.
create file without content.
Creating, yeah, it's like creating empty files, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then
PWD.
Cat.
PWD, the file creation,
Ah.
it's not file creation, no?
Okay.
Yeah, it's, yeah, then PWD is for what, everybody?
Present
Present
working.
working
Present
directory.
working directory.
Present working directory. Okay, so what else? What is another command to create a file? Like
Cat.
cat
Cat.
command. So cat command is used for what? Only file creation,
No, as well as editing.
editing.
Insertion.
Editing is possible.
Insertion.
Or
No,
display.
insertion.
Appending or
Appending.
concatenation, correct?
Concatenation.
Yes. Then
Vim.
Nano.
nano. Yeah, cat command is also used for what?
Display.
Creating file. Usually.
Creating file and displaying the content. There is
yes.
displaying the content, right? Exactly. Then what else? Nano, yeah, right? Nano command. So nano command is used for
Text editor.
Creating and editing.
exactly. It's a text editor, obviously. Creating and editing, right? Okay, then
VI.
VI command. Okay, so what is VI command?
Program
Create new
editor.
file. Program editor.
Program editor, exactly. So can we use VI to create a file and edit the contents?
Yes.
Exactly. Okay, then okay, then what else? One more is there, which is echo command. Okay, echo command. This also you can use it for. So here, what you do in echo command is first you decide the content to be put. Okay, let's say you want to put a content known as how are you? Okay, you want to put a content known as how are you? Where you want to put? Okay, that's what you have to decide. Do you want to put in an existing file or new file? Okay, let's go for a new file. Okay, so the file name is Jan. Okay, the file name is Jan. So what am I doing over here is I am deciding the content first, which is something but how are you? And I'm using a command known as echo. Okay, to put the content to mention the content first and then decide the file name or then decide which file. Okay, so what am I doing over here? I am pushing how are you content inside where Jan. So is there any Jan file existing? No, right? It's not new file. Okay, see what's happening. Is Jan is got created? Is Jan
Yes.
is got created? Yes. So what is it inside Jan? How are you? Okay, so you decide the content first, then you push to a file. Whether it is existing file, okay, let's say echo, I am fine.
മാം ഈ എക്കോ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ജസ്റ്റ് പ്രിന്റ് പോലെ ഉള്ളതല്ലേ?
Yeah, it's like normally നമ്മളെ ലാംഗ്വേജ് ഈ പറഞ്ഞ സി ലാംഗ്വേജ് അങ്ങനത്തെ എല്ലാം നമ്മൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല പ്രിന്റ് കമാൻഡ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ലേ ഇത് പ്രിന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് അതേപോലെ തന്നെ സെയിം കമാൻഡ് സെയിം സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ആണ് ഇത് പക്ഷേ ഇത് വാട്ട് വി ആർ ഡൂയിങ് ഹിയർ ഇസ് വി ആർ പുഷിംഗ് ടു എ ഫയൽ okay that's it see it works same okay so let's say we are pushing a content to Jan right now okay so what happened here so the Jan was a file that was already existing and it had a content. Now I pushed a new file, sorry, new content inside of the Jan. What is happening?
Replaced.
It is replaced. 1 second. Anybody join?
Yes, I admitted one.
Ah, okay, okay, fine. Is there an issue with the network something? Or?
I think Atul.
Okay. I think it's already joined, right? I don't need to admit. Okay, fine. Oh, sorry. Okay, now, fine. So, so what do we do in order to append? See, if we use single greater than, you remember it is going to replace the
Double.
content. So
Yeah.
what do we use?
Double greater than.
Double.
Double greater than. Okay. So I'm saying that, let me put some content, okay? So I'm using double greater than. So what's happening? This was the old content and new content is got appended. So by using echo, you cannot edit the file. Just like the cat command, you cannot edit the content. You can just push the content to a file. That's it. Okay. So in cat command, you do like you create the file first, then you put the content. Here you do the opposite. You mention the content, then you push to a file. That's what you're doing. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. So these are the common file creation, or you can say file management on a level, creation and modification. Okay. These are the commands that we use in Linux to manage a file. There are so many other things also when it comes to files, like file permission and links and all this stuff. We will learn it, obviously. But this is for creation of and managing, modifying of a file. Okay. Now one question. Okay, one question. Have you written it? Echo command. Can I clear it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm clearing. Okay. Okay. Next question is, let me create a file known as, I already have a file, right? Second. Okay, so everybody, please look at the file name known as Apple. Okay, don't worry about this, but look at the file name known as Apple. And whatever you can see over here, no, this one. This is a creation or modification time. This one, April 6, 14, 13. Okay, so this is a time when this has got created. Okay, I don't know whether it is got created. It has some content also. Fine. Now, if I try to create a file, Apple. Okay. So what will happen? If you in Windows also, if you try to create a new file with the same name, what will happen?
It will show a message saying an already existing file with the same name. So
Yeah.
use a
Just
different
show
name.
the content of the file.
Content of the file കാണിക്കോ?
It will show an error message, right?
It has to, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a question. Actually, like, what will happen if you perform if you perform touch command on an existing file name? Okay. So this was an interview question. So actually, it is not going
Rewrite
to
the
give.
file
Rewrite the file, meaning
means it will create existing file to an empty file.
do you think so? Is anything happened? Here there is a size of the file. Okay, can you compare these two and tell me what exactly changed? Can anybody just check it out and tell me what exactly changed?
Size is increased.
Size decrease ആയോ?
അത് April 7th നായി April 6th
April
ആയിരുന്നു.
exactly.
sorry.
Size whatever the size
So,
you can see 20 here, right?
Size
That's the
remains
size.
same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what എന്താ സംഭവിച്ചത്?
Only
Date
the
got
attribute
modified.
got changed. The
Yeah, the time attribute, right?
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So usually because you know we say that and you know error message will show. That's what I also said. But I didn't know at that time. So I'm sharing with you that if you perform touch command on an existing file name, nothing else changes. Okay. Or there will not be any error. How much ever you try, no, there will not be any error. Only the thing is the time is getting updated. Okay. So I told you touch command is used for what? Creating empty files, right? But you can also use touch command to you know whenever you're performing a command on a particular file, what exactly is happening over there, that particular file's time is getting updated because you have done modification on it. So by default, if you perform touch command on any file, the time will get updated. Okay, the last modification time will get updated. Okay, so there are so many that's not necessary, that's why I'm not mentioning that. But just understand this point. Okay, so whenever you use touch command on an existing file name, only the time will change. That's it. Okay, nothing else will happen. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, one command that I will, which you can actually use it and check it out is man command. Okay, man, it is short for manual. What does manual means? Manual means like
Help.
whenever you buy a product. Yeah, tell me. You were saying something? Somchit?
Help, right?
Exactly, helper. So whenever you buy a product, there will be a manual along with it, so that you can check that particular manual to exactly know about that product and how to use it and you know what not to do it and all this stuff, right? Same like that. Here, if you want to know about a particular command, okay, there is a man command that you can use to get you to that particular manual for that particular command. For example, you want to know about ls command. Okay, so what do you perform? You perform man space the command name. Okay, whatever the command that you want to know about. Enter. So it's going to take you to where a particular, what do you call it, as a book or whatever. Okay, can able to see name ls. What exactly it does? List directory contents. Okay, that's what it was doing so far. Synopsis is equal to syntax. How do you use that in an environment? ls options file. Okay, but you don't worry about options and files. We'll discuss that. And just ls. If you perform just ls, what is happening by default? It's just listing the content inside of a folder, like directory in Linux. Okay, but in Windows, what do you do? Do you perform ls command in Windows? No. You just double click on that folder and you just get listed. Like you just see all the files are getting listed. Okay, so but the same thing you here, what you do, you perform commands, right? So list information about the files and sort entries alphabetically by default. Okay, you might have, I don't know whether you have noticed it or not. When you perform ls command by default, it actually shows in you an alphabetical order. Okay, no matter how you create, what time you create, by default, it shows in an alphabetical order. And if you just go through like 2-3 lines, you can see some of the options. Okay, can you see -a, capital A, author and all? These are known as options. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. Few of them we will learn, not every. So if you want to go to the next page, because whatever you see a page, okay, so this is a manual page. Now, let's say if you want to go through all the pages, I want you to press on the space bar. Okay, there is a space bar on your keyboard, right? Okay, just press this. Okay, see. I'm sorry. Okay, I hope you can see right now. Okay, see, I am using my navigation up arrow in order to go to the like upper side of it. And I'll just go use the down arrow to go to down. See? Okay, so if you want to go to the next page, the space bar. If you're gonna scroll, use the navigation bar. Can you see it? Yeah, I'm using navigation bars, okay? Okay, so here you can able to see there are a lot of options. See, hyphen capital R, hyphen small s, hyphen capital S, sort, small t, from A to Z you have. Okay, so author, reporting bugs, copyright and all this stuff, okay? References and everything. So you have come to end of it. Now you have opened actually a manual, right? Now you want to quit from it. In the sense you want to close the manual. At that time, what you have to do is you have to press Q for quit. Okay, so I'm just pressing Q in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you are out of it, like closed. Same like that if you want to know about, let's say nano command. Okay, so see, Nano's another text editor inspired by Pico, and how can you use it, and all this stuff like about everything. See, Nano is a small and friendly text editor, blah, blah, blah. See, everything about editing, what you can use, control. See, this particular here, over here, it is control, and there is K, control O, everything about that Nano command is being mentioned over here. And if I don't want to see everything or just want to quit from it, I press Q. Okay, is that clear for you?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Okay, fine. Okay, let me clear this. Fine. So far, you have seen how to create a file, how to remove a file, how to put some content inside of a file, how to read a file, right? These were the things that we were discussing. Now let me show you how can you create a directory. What is directory, guys?
Folder.
It's like folder in Linux, folder in Windows, correct? Yes. So let's say I want to create a directory. Okay, so how do we do it? So the command to create a directory is very simple, mkdir. Okay, in short, we can say make directory. Make directory. So that's what it is short for. Okay, make directory. mkdir and the directory name. Okay, let's call it as D1. D1 is the directory name. Enter. And when you do ls, you can see D1, but in a different color, right? Different color. So that this particular color, what do you call it as, like the appearance, is actually going to help you a lot. Okay, because you can easily find out which one is a directory by seeing this, right? Okay, so D1 is a directory. Now let me create one more. D2. Okay, let me create one more. D3. Okay, so mkdir space the directory name that you want to give. Okay, so we have successfully created D1, D2, D3. Okay, so can we create multiple directories at the same time? Yes, possible. Okay, how? mkdir and the directory that you want to create, for example, A space B space C. Enter. Now, if you check, you can able to see A is got created, B is got created, and C is got created. See? Together. Okay, so mkdir is used for making a directory. Okay. Now, how will you remove a directory? The command for removing is rm, right?
RMD.
rmdir, exactly. Okay, so if you want to remove a directory, it is rmdir space, whichever the directory name that you want to remove. For example, you want to remove which one? D1. So you perform rmdir D1. Is it got deleted? Yes, it has got deleted. And now let's say you want to remove C, the C directory. So rmdir space C. Is it got deleted? Yes. Now let's say you want to remove D2 and B. Okay, together you want to delete. Is it possible? Yes, that is also possible. How? RMDAR space D space D2. Okay, so D2 and B is got deleted. So you can create a single directory at a time and multiple directory at a time. You can remove single directory at a time and multiple directory at a time. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you people remember if I wanted to remove all the files, okay, all the normal files, what did we perform?
RM star.
RM star. Now let's say I want to remove all the directories. Do you think what should I perform? All the directories.
RMDIR star.
RM
Exactly.
minus D.
Adund. I'm talking about just the directories. So it is RMDIR star. Okay, so if you perform RMDIR star, what will happen? All the directories will get deleted. Okay, I will show you. See, RMDIR star. Now you're gonna get some error, don't worry about it. Okay, so see this RMDIR star. When I perform RMDIR star, I got a multiple errors saying that Apple not a directory, April not a directory, AWS not a directory, Azure is not a directory. Okay, so you cannot use RMDIR star to delete a normal file. But can you use RMDIR star to delete a directory? Of course, yes. Can you find any directory right now? Before A and D3 was there. Can you find any? No, right? Yes or no? Can you find any directory currently? No. So RMDIR star is used for what? It's used for removing all the directories. RM star is used for what? Removing all the normal files. Okay. So see, let's say now I have both normal files and directories. Okay. I want to remove all of them. I want to remove what? All of them. Directories plus normal files. Okay. At this time, if I perform RM star, what will happen? Will it delete my D1 and D2, D3? No, it's not going to. Okay, I can show you that. See, if I perform RM star, you know what's happening? Can you see that? D1 is a directory, D2 is a directory, D3 is a directory. So what is not getting deleted? Directory is not getting deleted when you're performing RM star. But when you're performing RMDIR star, files are not getting deleted. Okay, but what if I want to delete all the files together, like in the sense normal directory, sorry, normal files and as well as the directory? What do I do? Okay, at this time, I can use a powerful command, which I'm never recommending to use in real time. This is a powerful command. Very careful about this command when you're doing in production or in your current environment, don't use it. So completely for testing purposes, because once you delete it, it is deleted. It is not even there in a recycle bin. Okay, so don't try that. Try this with your major confidential files and all. Okay, fine. So it is RM space hyphen RF. Okay, see, when it comes to Linux commands, some of the command syntax will be like this. Okay, first R the command, then you can mention option, then you will mention either a file name or whatever. Okay, you mention the parameter here. So how you mention options? Option will always start with a hyphen. Okay, you have to give a space. Okay, everybody, you have to give a space after the command. Then only you have to perform hyphen. So option will always start with hyphen. Okay, and there is these two options, which is RF. I'll tell you what is RF and all. It's for actually forcefully deleting. Okay, then I'll mention star. You know what is star, right? Star means everything. It's a wildcard. So RM minus RF star. Enter. Is there any error? No. What happened? What exactly RM minus RF star did?
It will delete all files forcefully.
Recursively forceful.
Exactly. Recursively and forcefully deleted every files in my current directory, right? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. This is how you can delete all your files at the single time. Okay. Clear till here, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. I think that's a lot. So please try to practice this till here and come, okay? Is it difficult? Am I going fast or something?
No, no, no.
No, right? Okay, right? Okay. Okay, great. Then one more second. There was one more thing I wanted to add. I just forgot. Stall. If I not a problem, I will. Okay, okay, fine. However, I'll discuss in the next session better. Okay. Till here it is clear, right? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So make sure you practice. And when you're practicing, don't just practice today's session. Also, once you practice today's session, try to add both of them together and practice, okay? Because I know if you're not performing commands, you will forget very easily. I'm telling you, because even me, if I'm not using one single command, like maybe 1 or 2 months, of course, I'm forgetting it. That's why I'm telling you, just for, sake of like, because these things, no, I'll be discussing later on in the sessions. Okay, so I just wanted to complete the Linux session first, then we will move on to the AWS services. So when we do the little progress on AWS services, at that time I will be asking Linux commands, and probably every one of them, most of them, will forget the commands. Okay, that's why I'm telling you. Try to like do a little brush up on Linux every time. It's going to help you in your IT industry. It's it's never a waste of time learning Linux. Some or the other way you might be using. Okay, fine. So make sure you stop your machines. Okay, don't launch too much machines. If you launch too much machines, just terminate it. And one of them, you can keep it in a stopped state so that you can come and start it tomorrow and practice it. Okay.
നമുക്ക് ഇൻസ്റ്റൻസ് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ടെർമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണോ അല്ല ഡയറക്റ്റ്
No,
ടെർമിനേറ്റ്
you can terminate directly, not a problem.
Okay.
Just direct terminate ചെയ്യാം, കുഴപ്പമൊന്നുമില്ല. ഞാൻ ജസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചതാണ്. അതാകുമ്പോൾ നാളെ വന്നിട്ട് എനിക്ക് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാലോ. Okay. Okay, fine. 1 second. Let me just take your attendance. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine then. Okay, right? What, Gauri? Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, so whoever have not attended the sessions, like I think some of them have not attended. Mars, I was not there in the last session. Try to attend the previous class, because we have discussed some of the commands in previous class. So it might be difficult for you to follow if you don't know what happened in last class. So make sure whenever you miss the class, no. So most of your classes are recorded. So make sure you attend that and first and come to the class, so that you will be okay with whatever we are teaching. Else you will be clueless. That's why. Okay then remaining we'll discuss on tomorrow's session. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.